The story begins with a group of workers at an American oil field who have been misled about the presence of oil in the area. Frustrated, they demand to be taken back home, and a train arrives, piloted by John, an experienced pilot, and his company pilot. The train takes off, but soon after, they encounter a fierce desert storm over the Mongolian desert. Despite John's efforts to fly through the storm, the engine is damaged by sand and debris, forcing them to land. During the descent, part of the train is lost, and a worker is killed in the chaos. The crew is now stranded in the scorching heat of the desert, with limited resources. After the storm passes, they bury their dead and realize the severity of their situation. The heat is unbearable, and their food and water supplies won't last long. One worker suggests walking 200 miles to the China border, but others point out the dangers of dehydration, sandstorms, and constantly shifting landscapes. They are left with two options: repair the broken radio to call for help or fix the train and attempt to fly it out. That night, a worker named Davis steps outside and disappears into the storm. The next morning, the group searches for him but finds no trace. They realize that every venture outside is a risk, and tensions begin to rise. They start working on repairing the radio and the train, hoping that either will get them out. Days pass, and a man named Elliot, who wasn't part of the original crew, suggests they could build a new train from the wreckage of the old one. Elliot, an aircraft designer, becomes the group's unlikely leader. Initially skeptical, the workers eventually agree to help him. However, as they continue to work, their situation becomes more desperate. Water supplies dwindle, and tempers flare. One night, an accident causes a fire, burning much of their remaining fuel. Now forced to work in the scorching daylight, they face constant threats from the environment and each other. During one of their night shifts, they are attacked by Mongolian bandits. Though they manage to kill the attackers, they know more will come seeking revenge. Despite these threats, they continue building the makeshift train, working together with renewed determination. As they near completion, a storm buries the train in sand, but they refuse to give up. With incredible effort, they free the train and prepare it for takeoff. Just as they are ready to leave, the bandits return in greater numbers, attacking relentlessly. The workers are in a race against time as they try to start the train's engine while under fire. In a dramatic turn, the train finally starts, and they manage to take off just as the bandits close in. The train soars over the desert, leaving the bandits behind and defying all odds. Against impossible circumstances, the group survives through determination, teamwork, and resilience. The story ends with the survivors returning home, reunited with their families, and reflecting on the power of perseverance.